Today, I'm going to set up my currently pages in my 2026 Faith Planner. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I am working in my 2026 Faith Planner, and I'm going to be setting up the first 6 months of the currently pages, and I want to use this amazing sticker book, Seasonal Love from Love Posh, because there's one for each month, and I just feel like the florals, I just feel like this is going to work really well for getting set up. There's something for every month, and I think it's going to be perfection. And so I'm going to show you how I plan to use this book and get set up at least for the first 6 months of faith planning. Let's go. I pretty much think one of the biggest gifts you can give to yourself is working on your planner in advance and setting up what I call the in-between pages. That would be the currently page and the calendar pages, setting them up in advance, because now is the time when we're all feeling really excited about our planners. We are so pumped to start a new planner. I certainly am. And it's fun to think about how it might work and how you might decorate it throughout the year. And there's going to be plenty of decorating opportunities during the year, but there are some parts that can get tiresome. And I certainly discovered that this past year. I'm hoping to learn from my mistakes. In this video, you're going to see me setting up the first 6 months of the year when there is a new release of Seasonal Love from Love Posh to cover the second half of the year. I'm going to use that to do the currently pages for the second half of the year. Of any sort of currently page. That's going to be any page that is at the beginning of a month for your planner. It's the faith one that I really want to be involved with more. And I started off strong last year, and then as the year went on, I found myself focusing on this particular page less and less. And I certainly don't think it's a requirement to use this page, but I do like the structure that it gives. It allows you a place to record the good things, the God wink moments. It allows you a place to record your prayer list for the month. I think it's a great jumping off point for your faith studies for the month. And I loved using it at the beginning of the year, and I want to refocus on it and in the beginning of 2026. And I think pre-decorating will help me a great deal. Because let's be honest, there's a lot that goes into getting set up for the month in your planner. And so I think if you can do some of it in advance, it's really, really beneficial. This sticker book makes it really easy. This is Seasonal Love from Love Posh. This one covers January through June. And I knew from the second that I flipped through this sticker book that this was going to be one that I used for currently pages. I am planning on using it in my faith currently page book or in my faith planner, but it may find its way into some other sections of my other planners as well. I absolutely love how each month follows the same format. So you have decorative stickers, you have boxes for each month, you have functional stickers, you have washi strips, you have some larger stickers that will be great for some junk journaling spreads in the future, and of course some alpha stickers that you see me use each and every month. And I like that it has some variety in that it's not the same images just put into different colors seasonally, and it's not necessarily very holiday heavy, which I think is nice. Certainly there are holidays to celebrate each and every month, especially in your faith planner, but I like something that's just I don't know, nodding its head at being seasonal, not being so overtly seasonal all the time. I think probably the one that is the most is this February one, but still it doesn't necessarily have to be Valentine's Day, if you know what I mean. There's certainly some different options that you could go with. Plus, honestly, what really put this book over the top for me were these alpha stickers. There are plenty of them. There's not just one page of alpha. One page of alpha makes it really hard to actually put together more than one word. It's really frustrating when you're wasting alpha stickers because there's not enough variety to actually assemble different or multiple words. So I like that there's 2 full pages of alpha. I'm able to do the entire month or write out the entire month each on the front page and on the monthly page, so twice, and that's pretty remarkable. A lot of alpha sets would not have enough letters to allow you to do that. This is also a good time to mention that actually I'm working on my monthly pages as well, and this is a departure for me. So typically I do not decorate the monthly layouts in my faith planner. I do use the monthly layouts. I typically use the monthly layouts to write scripture each and every day, and I believe I will be continuing that in the future. But decorating has never been really important for me on this particular layout, mostly because I need all of the boxes in the middle to be very open so that I can have plenty of room to write. And there's a lot of other decorating that goes into my faith planner. So I don't worry about this. However, getting it done in advance is going to be so pleasant and fun. It's going to be such an uplifting thing to be able to flip the page and see a brand new month. You may notice that I am not dating these. I'm not adding number stickers. I will date these by hand later. I figured you all didn't need to see me just numbering 1 through 28 for February, but I will date them by hand. I will not use date stickers on these, mostly just because I'm going to save my date stickers for other purposes, and I don't mind this one being handwritten and maybe looking a little bit more wonky, I guess. It's not that I hate my handwriting. I actually don't mind my handwriting, but I know that it would look more perfect if done with stickers. In this case, I'm just going to skip that part. I was surprised. So when I started working on these pages and knowing I was going to do the currently page and the monthly layout, I kind of had it in my mind that I would use up a ton of the sticker book, that I would be like, oh, look at how much I was able to use. And that was kind of going to be the direction of this video. But as I started getting the images on, it was shocking how many stickers are left. Like there's plenty to do multiple spreads still for each and every colorway, each and every month. And I'm pretty excited about that. I wasn't anticipating it. I thought, well, I'm just going to use this book and it's going to use it up for the most part in this whole faith planner. But I think I'm going to be able to get a lot more out of this book, which is just a pleasant surprise for sure. And again, with other seasonal books, it's like it's the same types of images or the same shapes, and you just see them in different colors basically each time. And this one has a pretty good amount of variety, which is why even though I have like a loose formula that I'm following, meaning I'm really focusing on the edges of the pages, I'm making sure to hit borders, I'm using washi strips on the currently page, that type of thing. I found that I could still have room to be creative and change things up month to month, just to make it a little bit different, because there was some variety in the different types of stickers. So that I really, really liked, and it makes me even more excited to use this sticker book again, because I think it doesn't limit you. It doesn't feel so repetitive, even though you're using a seasonal sticker book. And I hope I'm making sense. It's just that some seasonal sticker books, it's like, oh, every month is the same. It's the same types of stickers, the same shapes. And this one, it just isn't. So I feel like there was a little bit more time and thought put into the design of this to make it really interesting. Now, all of the alphas are the same, and for that I like, because you can mix and match from different months if you're changing up the color palette. So that I don't mind at all, but I like that the florals are different, and I like that the shapes are different, that the icons are different, that they're not necessarily all people, or they aren't necessarily all florals all of the time. Now, a question that I do get from time to time is, when do I interact with my currently pages? Do I just fill them out at the beginning of the month? Do I fill them out at the end of the month? And it depends on what planner I'm working in all honesty. In my catch-all planner, in my standard planner, I tend to interact with my currently pages a little bit more, and I fill them out as the month goes on. And some other ones that are what I would call in-between pages, meaning a currently page that has more to do with journaling or something like that, that one might be filled out as far as my favorites and things like that. That would probably be filled out at the beginning of the month. For my faith planner, I think setting up a routine with your faith studies is so, so important. And that includes when you are working on different parts of your planner. I use my faith planner each and every day. It's how I start my day. I do a faith study, I read, and then I take a few notes in the pages of my faith planner. I think for my currently page, for the most part, I'm going to be interacting with it maybe once a week. Maybe on Sundays would be a great time to interact, to jot down the praises and the God wink moments and the prayers, all of that, to just do it on a particular day. Setting up a planner routine is so vitally important to really engage in your planner. It's not just about decorating it. It's not just about choosing the right planner. A lot of it has to do with establishing a routine of sorts in how you're going to use your planner. So for me, I think using the currently pages on Sunday will help me, or even just having that as a check-in point will help me just to stay into that page so that those don't stay blank throughout the year. Now, here's where the tricky part comes in for me. You're seeing me set up 6 months of this in my faith planner because I just have the first 6 months of the year in my faith planner. I wanted to keep my faith planner from being too bulky, so I took 6 months out, just have January through June. I need to go ahead and decorate July through December. Seasonal Love does have, Love Posh has already released Seasonal Love July through December. I do have it, is on their website. So what I need to do is take the time to get that set up. And I think that mysterious week between Christmas and New Year's where we like lose all track of time, that is the perfect time to do a lot of work in your planner, to do a lot of this fun stuff, to do even some of the tedious stuff that you might imagine as far as dating and things like that, dating your planner, getting it set up. I'm going to spend that time because this year, in 2025, I did this same project where I decorated my currently pages for the first half of the year. And guess what happened the second half of the year? They are still blank. Now, part of that has to do with the fact that I moved right as the second half of the year was starting and all my things were packed and it was a whole thing, but I never got back to decorating these currently pages. So I definitely want to get them done before the year starts, and you guys can hold me accountable, and I'd love it if you checked in with me because hopefully I will be able to share those pictures of some of those finished pages over in YouTube community with a post saying like, I did it, good job. So I will share if and when I get that done, but I'm really hoping to get it done before 2026, or at least right at the beginning of 2026, so that I don't have to think about it the rest of the year. It's already done, already decorated, already beautiful, and I can enjoy those pages and focus on the faith studies that I'm wanting to do this year, and also focus on decorating those weekly pages, because that I very much enjoy throughout the year. In fact, my faith planner is one of my favorite ones to decorate because I know I'm going to be interacting with it each and every day. You can kind of tell that the more I was decorating, the more I was getting into it because I started feeling more creative. I'm adding a little bit of washi tape here from Planning Thing just to add a little scallop border. Plus, I thought the black popped really nicely against the lavender. For the month of May, the lavenders and the pinks were so pretty. So I love that little bit of scalloped washi, Planning Thing washi. It's just so lovely. So glad she's able to ship to the United States again. That makes me really happy. All right, we are going to finish up the month of May and then one more month, June, and then we're going to call it a day on this. I hope you enjoyed this process of just watching the setup process. I hope that it's inspiring you to spend some time just with your planners. Kind of like, I know this is going to sound silly, kind of bonding with your planners. Invest a little time, invest a little effort in setting it up for 2026, and you'll find that the more effort you're putting into your planner, the more you're going to get out of your planner as well. I would also love to take this opportunity to ask you, what are your faith study plans in the new year? So Typically, what I like to do is I do a plan that takes me through the Bible in a year, and I change up that plan year to year so that it keeps it fresh and new. I prefer plans that have some commentary to them as well, and I generally use the Bible app. So it's an app you can get on your phone. It's literally called the Bible app, and there's lots of different devotionals and commentaries in there. Some of them are Bible in a year. Some of them are based on different books of the Bible or different themes that you might be interested in. And it is an app that I have used for years and very much enjoyed. So I will be doing that again this year. I haven't picked my study yet, you might say. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do quite yet. I'm still wrapping up mine from 2025. But I'd love to hear, what are your plans? Are you wanting to do a theme? Are you wanting to go in depth? Are you following plans with a Bible study that you attend or with your church? Are you going to be doing some illustrated faith studies or by the will for God? What are your plans for your faith studies in the new year? I think it's wonderful to go in with plans. I think it's important to be open to those plans changing if necessary, if some different things come up or if God puts something different on your heart. But I like kind of thinking through what I want my faith year to look like or how I want to go through the year. And I'm starting to get really excited about trying a few new things in 2026. So all in all, setting up these 6 currently pages and 6 monthly calendars took me about an hour and a half, with some stopping in between to work on some other little projects, things I have going on in my studio. So I don't think that's bad. And plus, it's a lot of time at once, but like I said, when it's done, and that is going to feel pretty darn amazing. All right, I'm going to wrap up the month of June, and then I will put these all back into my faith planner so that they are ready to go. I will be pulling out July through December and getting those done as well, and I'll definitely share that over on YouTube community once those are complete. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will link the supplies that I used down in the description box below, including these inserts. These are the faith planning inserts that I have available over on my website. And then the sticker book is from Love Posh. I do have an affiliate link and a coupon code that you can use if you are interested in checking those out. I also want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon family. You all are the best. I am so beyond excited about what's coming up in 2026, starting with goal setting and organization in January. Now is the perfect time to join us. You can head over to patreon.com/ScrappyWife to find out more. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.